y'all, and welcome to my channel. Today is all about phone grips. Now this is my personal phone case, and there's a phone grip that I made a long time ago. Now I got the phone grip backs from Amazon, and believe me, you cannot get these suckers off your phone case once they're on there. Now you can see that I've got a phone grip silicone mold. This mold is old. It's, I don't know, about 3 years old. But anyway, I'm not sure I can get the direct link. Probably not. But I will try to find a link for y'all. Or just go to Amazon and type in phone grip back silicone molds, I think is how I got what I did. But anyway, this comes in a package of 4. I have seen packages that come in many, many. So if you make your own and you sell them, then that would be really good for you. Now that's a film that covers the back of the back, and it will go on the telephone case. And then those right there, you have to glue on to the top of the back. Does that make any sense? So I'm going to be using Let's Resin's 1-to-1 ratio epoxy resin, and with those spaces, or cavities, or whatever you want to call them, I think they hold a quarter of an ounce. I'm not sure, but anyway, what I'm going to do, as you can see at the top of the video, I got these flowers quite a few years ago from Etsy, and I'll put the link in the description. And what I have there is Larez Expressions Midnight Black epoxy paste, and I love using that because it stays black. I mean black. If you use black mica powder, after it cures, it's got a grayish tint or tone to it, and this one does not. And it doesn't take very much either, and that's why I love working with epoxy paste, is because you don't have to use a lot of it. It's just really concentrated. Now I've got some washi tape, and I'm going to pour the black resin, and then later on, after it cures, I'm going to take that washi tape and cover the top of the top of the, I don't know, what do you call them, the top of the phone grip, I guess. Now with that black heart, I just used that for the leftover resin that I have. Now what I did was I went through my YouTube statistics, and I went through and I looked at the top 3 viewed videos, and this so far is the #1 video that was viewed. I don't have the number of the video right now, but so I thought that I would not recreate exactly, but just show y'all the procedure of creating your own, just in case you haven't seen the other one. There I have Arteza's, I don't remember the name of it, but what I had planned to do, and it didn't work out, but I had planned to put those dried flowers, or pressed, they are pressed, dried flowers on top of there, and then top coat it with UV resin. Well, the flowers are so old that they have lost almost all of their color, but I really didn't mind that. And after they cured, or after the resin cured, I I just didn't really like them very much. So you'll see later on in the video what I had decided to do, and that didn't work out either. So anyway, you'll see what happens later on. So I grabbed 3 of those and overlaid them on top of the resin. Now this one is, I'm just gonna, those are mylar flakes that a subscriber sent to me quite a few years ago. And I was going through my art room the other day and I found these. And when it came time to do this project, I thought, oh, these would look really nice in one of these foam grips. So that's what I did. I just added them to clear resin, and that was it. Mixed, you know, stirred it all up, and that was it. Now this one is going to stay clear because I'm going to take a napkin and decoupage it on top of that after everything cures. And now that everything has cured, you can see that had an overflow, and unfortunately I let these set for a couple of days. And the longer, whenever you have overflow of epoxy resin, it's best to catch it right away because you can trim it with no problem. And since this sat for a couple of days, it took a little bit of muscle to go ahead and get it cut off. Now right there I have just white acrylic paint, and I'm going to paint the top of that foam grip. Now if you like this video, please subscribe, share, comment. It's all free. And right there I'm just taking my heat gun in order to dry the paint faster. So I'm applying a second coat. Okay, remember these napkins? Oh man, I'm trying to use these. But anyway, at least they have different uses. So I peeled the backing off of that one piece of napkin. And I have a little jar of glitter sitting on it because I have a small desk fan on my desk. And I didn't want it to blow away. So I took Mod Podge and put a layer of it over the foam grip, placed the napkin on top, and then I'm going to put a layer of Mod Podge over the top of the napkin. Put the Mod Podge away, help dry it out a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to take my scissors, turn it over, and trim around the edges. I mean, these are so easy to make. You don't have to, with this mold, you don't have to make these into foam grips. You can make them into backpack tags or luggage tags, magnets. You know, you don't have to use them for foam grips. So I'm taking DICTION's UV resin and applying a top coat. Now with that there, I'm trying to get that the small black one out of the mold, and I have no idea what happened. It would not come out. I have no idea. I cannot tell you what happened. I was thinking maybe if it flash cured, but if it flash cured, why didn't the rest of them flash cure? I don't know. I have no idea. I have no earthly idea. So I have that, as you can see, just then I had my little UV lamp. And this is a chrome, gold chrome marker. I think it's from Let's Resin. And it's brand new. So you have to shake it really well, and then you have to push down on the tip to make the liquid come out. And I changed my mind because I thought when you look at the side of the foam grip top, you can see the inside of the piece. So I took some, oh gosh, what is that? I don't have it here with me, but it's a sealer, or like a top coat, a clear top coat. And I just put that around the edge to, you know, make it look a little bit more finished. So I'm just going to set that aside and let it dry and pour the rest back in the bottle. So I'm taking alcohol and cleaning my silicone. I don't know what to call that. It's not a paintbrush. If y'all hear noise in the background, their neighbors from a couple of houses down are having their trees trimmed, and they've got a wood chipper. So if that's what that is, hopefully y'all won't, hopefully it's not that loud. So here I am putting a top coat of DICTION's UV resin on top of there, and I'm pushing it to the sides, just right up to the edge, but just enough to where it won't overflow overflow. Now I'm going to take that marker This was giving me a little bit, it was a little difficult. I don't know if it's because it's brand new, or maybe I'm just not holding it right, or the angle. I have no earthly idea, but it worked eventually a little bit. As you can see, I'm tapping it onto the paper towel to see if I can get some more ink to come out. And I think with the gold edge, just it completes the whole piece. I hope y'all are having a great day, a good week so far. Today's Monday. Hope y'all had a great weekend. And there we are. There's that one. That one's dry already. Now, liquid fusion is what I used to glue the back of the top to go on to the foam grip itself. So I'm taking a Q-tip and spreading that around so it'll, be even. I probably could have just squished both of them together and it would have done the same thing, but no, I didn't. And I'm going to do the same thing to this one also. Now I'm going to set those aside. Those are finished. Now this one, I really didn't like the flowers. So what I did, those are flat back rhinestones. And I started putting rhinestones on it, and I had to take an eye break. It was just starting to mess with my eyes. Now this, I'm just taking the washi tape and lining these up, lining up the strips. And there was just a little bit of the bottom. You can see a little bit of the bottom that shows. So I wanted to go ahead and cover that up also. Now I've turned it over and I'm going to trim the excess washi tape. As you can see, these are just so easy to make. The sky's the limit on the ideas that you can have. You can cover them in vinyl. You can use other, like, pressed flowers. Gosh, what else? You can use rhinestones. It's just limitless as to how you can decorate these. Okay, so I'm finished with that, and I'm gonna take the DICTION's UV resin again, and I'm going to give it a top coat. And I'm pushing that UV resin just right up to the edge. And when that happens, and it's just really nice, is that it will give a doming effect. And what doming means, if you don't know, is that the edges of your piece look like a little dome around the whole entire thing, and it makes it look professional and really nice. So that's what I'm doing here. Going to put that under the UV light. And as you can see, those are dry. The back of those are dry already. And I meant to cut this part out because y'all don't really need to see the curing of with the UV light. Now I've lost, I don't know how, but I've lost my notes for the other two top 3 videos. But I'm going to go back again and do my research all over again and start making the other 2 videos. These were the most popular. They were the most viewed videos. And it's really nice that YouTube provides, you know, geez, I don't know, if you want to know anything about your videos, they have references out there that you can go look at and you can find that out. They have how many times your videos were viewed, what's the duration of what's the duration that your video has, you know, view time. What else? Demographics, at what age people are that are viewing your videos. Where are they from? Not specifics, but, you know, just in general. And I don't know why I thought that I could take a paper towel and see if I could make it shiny, because it wasn't shiny like it was supposed to, but I thought, oh, good grief. So here I go again, putting another top coat on it, and I won't touch it this time. But getting back to statistics, it's just really helpful to keep track. Yeah, that overflowed, which is a headache and a half. So I'm going to put that under the lamp. I meant to cut all these parts out, but it's too late now. After this one gets finished, photo is coming up of all 3. I did not include the pink one because I just didn't like it. And here they are.